I would be honest to say that I was one of these people that didn't really take it seriously. There was nobody I knew that contracted coronavirus. At that point, we were hearing all sorts of things. It's a hoax. It's something that do not really exist. But to experience it on your doorstep is scary. The children felt unwell first, and then myself, and then Bev. When the paramedics turned up, her SATS level was quite low, and one of them insisted that she should go to hospital. We were not very alarmed because we were told that she was being taken in for some observation to regulate her breathing, and then she'll be back home in maximum couple of days. You know, that's what we all thought at the time. We were just thinking that someone is going to call and say, you know, she's coming home. Or she will call to say she's coming home. In the middle of the night, about 3 a.m., something like that, I noticed that I have several missed calls. The voicemail said that Bev has been taken to St. Thomas and Guy's in London, put on a machine called an ECMO machine, and he explained that the machine was a heart and lung bypass. A week later, we got a phone call from a consultant saying that her situation within her lungs is deteriorating, that she's not responding to the medication, that the lungs are developing what they could see or perceive to be fibrosis. She had to be induced in a coma so that the ECMO machine could take over her whole body. They all always say things are not good, and we're doing everything we can. And that kind of became a repetitive pattern. There was no changes that was taking place. I started to think about the worst case scenario. In my moment of weakness, in my moment of frailty, I needed a word. And suddenly, James 5 came. When it came, his word became real to me. The one who's sick, the Lord will raise him up. And I know that I know that I know. Everything has to come into alignment with that word. My faith became unshakable. For me, it was a done deal. And by that point, so many people were praying. People were praying worldwide. On the 24th of December, I was told that the next step would be turning the machine off because there was nothing going on in the body. And I said that you need to give it more time. I just know that something is going to happen. From the outside looking in, there was no signs of recovery. On the 26th of December, Suddenly, I get this phone call.
The first thing I remember is someone saying to me, "Don't worry, you're safe, you're in hospital." They got a doctor to come over and she explained, she said, "You've had COVID, you've been very poorly, you were on ECMO, you nearly died." And that was a lot to take in. As I was recovering, various doctors and nurses would come to my bed in ICU and say, "Wow." They'd look at me and go, "Wow, we really didn't think you were going to make it." I will never lose the wonder of what's happened, and I don't want to. It's a miracle, and I thank God for my life every day. I thank God for what He's done, and I feel really, I don't have the words. And Jesus said, "What do you mean if I can?" He can do anything, and if He's done this for me, He can do this for anybody. So that's what I want everyone to know.